Hey guys, Angela Munoz. Look, I just wanted to tell y'all that if you have a partner, okay, and you feel they're wearing a false mask in some way, first of all, what you need to understand that in a relationship, if they are giving you no attention, no love, no intimacy, they're keeping you from your wish fulfillment. Sorry about that. That's garbage truck. Sorry for all the. Hope you can still hear me. Anyway, when a person is exhibiting maybe jealousy, envious, or you feel like they're juggling, there's no communication, they're holding you back from your abundance, your blessings, your spiritual growth, your spiritual growth. Their narcissistic energy, they don't want you with anyone else but refusing to give you communication, manipulating, cheating, lying, juggling, other sexual parties, no communication, no emotional support. They're not given in any way. That's a toxic relationship. There's no sex, no offering anything energetically, no passion, no commitment. All red flags. I'm speaking this from experience. Okay? So the divine will step in. Maybe this person is judging you, but they're very deceiving. Why? Why? You know? They don't really care. Then they promise you they're going to do okay in this relationship. They want to try again. It's all just to remain in control. They want to win at any cost. Okay? Maybe they think sex will pacify you because you're not getting it. You feel committed, but you feel alone. If there's an illusion, maybe on your party's end, there's self-sabotage, confusion on his part or her part. Emotional manipulation is what they're doing. Flat out. Pure and simple. Okay? For me, where I'm at on my journey, I am learning to temper my emotional body. Where to place my energy. I've been seeing nines. Those are major life lessons. Okay? I have the Black Panther energy. You know, I've come to a conclusion. Some people are just meant to be a soulmate, maybe a healer. Not all are meant to go past a certain point on your journey. We are constantly evolving. I vibe really high, and others choose to stay in a low vibrational energy. You can't keep poking a bear and expect a good outcome either. Okay? That's for all you people out there that are in this type of situation. They can't keep poking the bear, and think that at some point you're not going to wake up, or you haven't been awake the whole time and don't know what exactly is going on, because believe me, the universe has a way right now of showing you everything. All right? But some of us may be so committed, so loyal, so dedicated, especially if you've been in it a long time, you know. You know how they say love is blind? Well, sure is. Anyway, ladies, reciprocity in a relationship is such a big red flag. If they ghost you all weekend, no replies to your text, and then they have a back and forth energy, yeah, something's wrong. 1 minute they want you, next minute you can't even speak to them, talk to them, they just ghost you. You know, then they get swollen and shook. Too effing bad, you know? When you voice, then they try to turn it around on you as you're insecure. Hell no, you're not. You're just not blind anymore. That's what that's about. You're not invisible. You're not an option. And, you know, when it's convenient or when playtime is over, then they can find time for you. Okay? In other words, when it's time to return to the real world, then all of a sudden, they want to talk to you. Hell no. Tell them hell no. Couldn't talk to me all this time. What do you want to talk to me about now? Yeah. Trying to keep secrets. Okay, first of all, I know my worth and value. I hope you know yours. That's what you're being taught if you don't. Okay? And in God's eyes, you're priceless, I'm priceless. Know that. Then they have the audacity to claim you are being childish. Really? How's that energy working for you? Well, they're great teachers because, you know, when words no longer sting, you just know you mastered that lesson in life. And you have to be grateful for where you've been and the lessons you've learned also, you know. Don't ever stop being grateful to God for showing you things, because it only makes you grow as a person, and you won't accept that energy in the future. Okay? So that person did play a vital part in your growth spiritually. Okay, but you don't have to go through another grueling cycle. When it no longer stings, you don't have to accept it any longer. Okay? If he can't love you, he just wants victory and control. There's no emotional investment on his part. The idea of you moving on fears him or her. Listen, actions must be there, not all talk. If the talk doesn't match the actions, and the actions don't match the talk, it's time to run for the hills, people. It's time to step back, reevaluate. All we really want in this world is real commitment, loyalty, marriage, strong spiritual fulfillment, communication, and truth of all things. Okay? But when people are cutting you out, arguing, constantly rejecting you, doesn't invest in you, there is no partnership. What are you trying to save? That's what I ask myself. What am I trying to save? What are you trying to save? Everything points to a karmic energy, you know? If they're wearing a false mask, what are they offering? What are you losing? Nothing. Headaches. What are you losing? Ghosting? Them ghosting you? Making you feel less than? No. If a person makes you feel something you truly are not, and you know you're not, time to just cut the cord. You know, and it's really hard, especially if you're in a soulmate relationship, a twin, or you know, just, I mean, maybe you've been married, you know, for umpteen years, you know? It's hard to come to these realizations and facts. But see, God has a way of aligning the stars and the planets in your favor. So when you are receiving injustice, hello, isn't that just using you? If it's all toxic energy, you're blocking yourself from your own blessings by allowing this. I'm learning. And I'm just trying to teach others. I know my archangels and the divine will intervene because they already are. They already are. I know what God told me this is. It's a divine union. But at the same time, your partner's got free will, you know? Your partner's got free will. And they have to go through their life lessons too. Doesn't mean in the end you're not going to have that victory with this person. Just means that where you are in your journey, they're not on their journey at that same place. Where you're vibing, they're not vibing. Sorry about that, guys. You know, where your vibrational energy is, theirs is not that high. You have to be vibrating at the same, especially in a divine union, because if you're not, it's not divine timing. Okay, you still got cycles you got to go through. That person has to go through, whether they go through it with you or not, they still got to go through it. So even after you, if you know this is a soulmate / whatever twin, deep spiritual tie relationship, okay, if you know that's what this is and you feel it in your soul, then it is. You have intuition, okay, then it is. But what are you going to allow? Because it's hindering your spiritual growth. It's hindering your abundance, your blessings at that particular time, because they're holding you back. So that's why you got to cut the cord, stand in your power and your truth, let it go energetically, and allow them to learn on their own. Now, after you, it's going to hurt and it's going to sting really bad if they get a karmic partner. If they get with someone else, you're going to say, there's no way you could have loved me. But at the same time, what you got, all this rejection, all this ghosting, all these undivine things that's associated with this relationship, that has to be severed. Because that's not the relationship you want. That's not the relationship you want. Okay? That particular one. You want a new beginning, a new relationship. You deserve a new beginning, a new relationship, especially if you've been doing the life lessons, the learning. You've been taking time out to reflect, meditating, praying, and learning on your journey. You've been putting in the work and the energy, and you know, maybe they haven't. They're still not there. Well, you don't react the same way. Things don't sting you the same way. You know, so you just have to go on and trust in God and the universe that they're going to bring it back to you. Thanks.